There are 100 people in the United States Senate, but Brett Kavanaugh's nomination has come down to 4 of them. Joe Manchin, who's a Democrat from West Virginia, and 3 Republicans, Jeff Flake of Arizona, Susan Collins of Maine, and Lisa Murkowski of Alaska. Republicans have a very narrow 51-49 majority in the Senate, which means they can only lose 2 of those votes. All 4 of these individuals are in this position for different but somewhat similar reasons.
I do think that we can have a short pause and make sure that the FBI can investigate.
Jeff Flake is the only one of the 4 who is on the Senate Judiciary Committee. His role became very important last week when he essentially forced an extended investigation by the FBI of Brett Kavanaugh. He did this in large part because he can afford to, because he is retiring from the Senate.
I will vote to confirm Judge Kavanaugh.
Collins was a very important vote from the beginning on Brett Kavanaugh's nomination because she is a pro-abortion rights Republican senator and because the issue of Roe v. Wade was so central to his nomination.
We talked about whether he considered Roe to be settled law. He said that he agreed with what Justice Roberts said at his nomination hearing, in which he said that it was settled law.
Murkowski does come from a red state, but she lost a Republican primary back in 2010. She wound up winning re-election as a write-in candidate, as an independent running against the Republican nominee. She certainly has a different calculus than most Republican senators do on this issue because of her support for abortion rights and because of her electoral history.
I believe Dr. Ford. Something happened to Dr. Ford. I don't believe that the facts showed that it was Brett Kavanaugh.
Joe Manchin is clearly the most conservative Democrat in the Senate. He comes from the most conservative state that's held by a Democrat, and he's got a re-election campaign, by the way. He's the only one of these 4 who is up for re-election in 2018.
Do you think that there's still a place in the Democratic Party for you after this?
Whoa! I'm just a West Virginian. I'm just a good old West Virginian.
But you're up for re-election in a difficult race. Are you concerned the base is going to revolt?
I didn't look at this from a political standpoint.
A lot of times we find ourselves with the same people deciding a lot of these different votes. That has certainly been the case with these 4 senators. They all have different reasons for being in this position, but it's no coincidence that they find themselves in it.